Let's go, baby. All right. So, there it is. 2015 Honda Accord. Looks fucking sick, to be honest. We're gonna be reviewing it. Let's see what it does. Oh, sick interior. Love the black everywhere, blacked out. Smooth startup. Easy gearbox. And we're going. It doesn't take any effort to get this car going. Sweet. Sweet. Had the AC on already. Pretty sick car. Gonna put my seatbelt on. Very comfortable. It feels luxurious, you know, but it's a Honda. You're like, I'm driving a Honda. So it doesn't really feel like it should be this luxurious, but it kind of is. I mean, all the materials are pretty cheap plastic, but it's like a rubbery plastic. Like it's not like cheap plastic that's just gonna crack. Like this is a rubber. It's like a rubbery plastic. It feels great. You know what I mean? Kind of makes me feel like you know, if the Emperor of Japan was still alive in 2015, he would probably be driving something like this, or be driven in something like this. The back seat is cool. It is pet friendly. I will give it an 8 out of 10 because you know, you're gonna get your scratches, you're gonna get some hair, but it should be very easy to clean up. So basically right now I'm just gonna test drive this and see how it feels and give you guys kind of a review. I've driven this car a lot already, but I'm kind of giving you guys a review of, is it worth it? This car I recently got appraised at a dealership. They offered me $10,000 for it, and this has 145,000. I think when I did it, it was like 120,000. But that's 120,000 miles, and they actually offered me 10 grand for it. Getting offered 10 grand for a 2015, I mean, does that even happen? Does that even fucking happen? I don't know. I'm just gonna shut up and let you guys kind of take the drive with me. I feel like I need to do that. I think he's liking it. Obviously, I wish this car had a sunroof, but you can't get everything, right? I mean, it's pretty fast, you know? You don't really need... Oh, I get a second extra when I go 0 to 60, but do you really need that? When you're driving a 4-door like this, that looks fucking great. I mean, it looks sweet. For you probably find one for like 14 grand. Are you really gonna complain? You know what I mean? It's pretty insane. I never thought I would like a Honda this much. But this one definitely is fucking sick. And it's definitely not a slow car. Gas mileage is sick. You're gonna be putting $40 in the gas tank, you know, and essentially, depending on how often you drive, gas really isn't a problem. Again, is it pet friendly? I think it is. He seems to enjoy it. Gets to look out the window. Pretty sick. I'm gonna roll the windows up just so you can hear me. And this is definitely something you can cut in, you know what I mean? This is not a slow car, you know? You're driving a 4-door. You can fit 5 people in here. It's luxurious. And then when you have the windows closed and the AC, you just feel like you just cruise all day. It's just like, I don't know. I'm in love with this car, honestly. I would drive this as my daily driver. And you know one good thing about this car is that you basically have a car that requires 0 maintenance other than your oil change, and I don't recall this car ever getting any sort of repairs, but if you did, it would probably like be a timing belt or maybe a fuel filter or maybe an air filter, but that's about it. I mean, you're really not gonna do any maintenance on this car for as long as you're running it. You know, it's got 145,000 miles. I highly guarantee that this car would make 400,000 easy with daily driving and, you know, routine oil changes and stuff like that. Easily will hit 400,000 miles. So I don't see how maintenance would be a big issue on this. And you can find one of these probably for 14 grand, maybe 12 grand. And I'm just guessing. I haven't done any research on a car like this, but that's what I'm assuming, given that a dealership wanted to give me 10 grand. And again, you know, I have a dog in here with pretty sharp nails, and he's not gonna fuck up these seats. They're not gonna get messed up. He's definitely not gonna. Obviously, I would give it an 8 out of 10 from a pet perspective, because you are gonna get some sort of, you know, scratches here and there. But these are scratches that just come off. You know, these are scratches that literally you can just wipe down with a wet rag and come off. So you don't have to worry about damaging the. Now, obviously, if you have a very rough dog with extremely sharp nails, you might cut through the. But something like this, yeah, definitely a daily driver for the dog. Not going to be a big issue on the car. And you could definitely cut up on this car. I mean, very easy to drive, very easy to handle, very easy all around. And it's a 4-door. That's one reason I love it. Obviously, flooring it, you're not going anywhere, you're not outrunning anybody, but why do you need to do that in a 4-door sedan? You know? Sick. It's sick, dude. It's fucking sick. You know? And you feel good in here. You just feel comfortable. It feels wide. It feels big. You know, you got all these buttons. One good thing about Honda, they don't use cheap buttons like, You know, I'm getting a lot of Chevys and, okay, some Hondas, yeah. Or maybe it's the way they don't take care of these things. I mean, like all these buttons, they're still very nice. And this car has been out literally in the sun for like the past, what, 10 years? 9 years? So, you know, for some to be out in the sun daily and every single button is still good. I mean, all the buttons, everything's good. Not even, you know, I get in a lot of cars and they have the buttons, they start chipping and they just look like absolute garbage. Damn. Yeah, not with this. This, you're not gonna get any of that. I mean, if you find one that's in this good condition, you know, it's not gonna be a bad deal. All I'm saying is, who wouldn't want this car, you know? Sometimes, like, these plastic panels, you could kind of hit on and you could hear, like, an echo inside. But this is just, like, it's very rubbery, so it feels more secure in a way, you know? Oh, look at that one. I also like the dash. The dash is great. It's not bad. And you keep up with cars, you know? You kind of keep up with things. Extremely easy turning. Everything is just extremely easy. Life's good when you're in here. A sunroof would be ideal, but you know, you got your standard cruise control. One thing that I found funny is when you look at this car, it says iPod whenever you plug in your phone to it. I guess iPods were big in 2015. That's but it says iPod. It says iPod right there. Look how clean this is. I just feel so fucking clean. You know what I mean? And I'm in a Honda. I'm in a 2015 Honda. But I just feel clean. You feel me? I feel like I could go pick anybody up. I wouldn't be embarrassed to be in a Honda. I could literally go do anything. Nothing's broken. Nothing's chipped. Nothing's missing. There's no buttons missing. You know, you drive a lot of Nissans. Every button just comes off after 2 years. You drive Chevys, I mean, every button is just chipping away. I don't know how Honda did it. But, again, this car has been burning in the sun for the past 10 years. Pristine condition. Pristine. Pretty sick car. I would highly recommend this. And again, you're not gonna spend any money on maintenance, just your routine oil change. You're not gonna spend any sort of big repairs on this. You know, maybe the AC once every 10 years when something goes wrong. But other than that, what are you gonna spend on this car? Absolutely zero. But yeah, that's been my review, guys. I hope you enjoyed looking at this fucking masterpiece of a car. I think it's great, man. I think I couldn't have picked a better car. I mean, this car is sick. I love it. I love driving it. It's fun. And I highly recommend it. You guys should definitely think about getting one of these if